Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Road Scouts. For those who are new to the channel, this channel is dedicated to showing you an uncut version of a trip from Path A to Path B. So during the playback period, we don't cut any parts of it unless it's traffic. So we aim to show you the entire path, show you the actual businesses, establishments, road surface that you will take along the way. To keep you entertained, we'll have conversations, driving tips, talks about, businesses, talks about wide-ranging topics. So I hope you enjoy the ride this time. So let's go. Okay, here's our map. We'll start our video right here. Let me change my pointer. So we'll start our video right here. And we'll start with the toll booth of CAVITEX, then traverse CAVITEX until we get to PITX. PITX is where the entrance or the ramp for NAIAX is. It's on the left. Take that, traverse the entirety of NAIAX, and exit at Skyway SLEX. It's going to be a short Skyway drive. Will exit at Magallanes. Okay, and then when we exit Magallanes, we're gonna be under the Skyway and end our trip at the EDSA and SLEX intersection. Okay guys, nandito na tayo sa toll booth ng Cavitex. Yung nakikita niyong pila sa kaliwa is yung mga cash. So wala pang RFID. Itong lahat ng lane na nakikita niyong parating, itong lawak na to, lahat to RFID. So enough na dapat na motivation na to para makapag-RFID tayo. Sa easy trip, hindi ko alam kung merong limit pero nag-below 100 ako and tinanggap pa rin niya. Sa auto sweep kasi, kailangan daw above 100 ka all the time. Okay, so yun lang, tip lang. Hindi ko tinetest kung kung totoo ba yung rule na yun kasi pag tinest ko yun, mag-aano tayo, magpe-penalty tayo, matitikitan tayo. So punta tayo sa driving tip natin for the day. Topic lang, yung how far do you look ahead, no? So according to, driving books, yung mga international driving books, we have to look as far as maybe 12 seconds. And if you're driving 100 kilometers per hour, so 12 seconds is approximately 500 meters. Okay, so 500 meters or 12 seconds ahead. So that's how far you look, right? And then yung mata nyo medyo ilalaro ninyo from left to right then. And sa side mirror din, no? Now, sa akin, paano ko malalaman? Diba? So, tinitingnan ko yung line, yung dash line, until hindi ko na siya makita. Okay? Pero hindi nagpo-focus yung mata ko dun, eh. So, tinitingnan mo lang yun, tapos sulyap left to right, sulyap left to right. So, you don't want to focus on a certain object. Because according to studies, if you focus on a certain object, there's a big chance that you would actually hit it. Right? So yung mata nyo bumapaling from left to right all the time. Okay. And you want to do that while it's on a straight line because the moment you approach a curve, we're not supposed to take our eyes off the curve or the curve rather or the corner. So I'm approaching PITX actually on our left. It's the Parañaque Integrated Terminal Exchange. And once we pass that, there will be the entrance to NAIAX on the left. So sa NAIAX, ang speed limit dyan ay 60 kilometers per hour. And you want to follow that because they have those radar indications as well. Okay. And if you notice here, guys, this is a well-lighted highway, a well-lighted elevated highway. So as we traverse this, we'll pass by uh, Ninoy Aquino International Airport, Terminal 3. Well, yung old Terminal first, yung dating NAIA, yung Terminal 2 na ngayon. So dadaanan natin siya. Tapos yung Terminal 3, tapos yung mga hotels doon. 'Di ba? So pag tiningnan mo para ka ng nasa ibang bansa nito eh. Okay, so and you will notice that there are markings on the road telling you exactly what speed you should be driving. And there are lights and reflectors on both uh, sides of the road. Although wala siyang shoulder, may emergency lanes after every maybe 1 kilometer or 2 kilometers. Yan. Yan. So travel lang kayo dito ng mga 60 kilometers per hour or with traffic. Okay? Or with traffic. Okay? So kung yung sasakyan around you is traveling 65, okay, might as well travel 65, right? Hindi dahil sa binaviolate nyo yung law, it's really to make sure that people or other cars don't go around you. That's just me. Okay. You have to talk to LTO regarding that. Okay. But when I took my driving license exam, also in other countries, I asked the yung ano yung examiner. So inask ko siya if I should follow the speed limit in a highway or I should follow the traffic. So sabi niya sa akin, kinakailangan ko daw i-follow yung traffic. Now, later on, we'll talk about navigating a corner or a curve. Okay? So while we wait for that curve, we want to slow down as we approach the curve, right? We want to apply the brakes in a straight line. Yes, yung mga modern cars meron ng mga ABS, but at the same time, yung ABS pang emergency lang yun, right? So driving habits, we want to apply the brakes as we approach the curve. If we can, right? So, of course, kailangan natin mag-brake pag mababangga na tayo at habang nag-steer tayo. Kailangan natin mag-brake habang nag-steer tayo. That's where the ABS would come in. But in terms of driving habits, as we approach the curve or the corner, we have to apply or slow down, right? And how do we slow down? We apply the brakes. Okay. Now, after you slow down, as you enter the corner or the curve, you press the accelerator pedal gently, ever so gently. Okay. Not to accelerate, but to maintain your speed, right? And do it until you are in the middle of the curve or the corner. Pagpasok niyo sa corner, nandoon na kayo sa middle of the corner, then you start accelerating. Okay? That's where you accelerate out of the corner. Ito yung exit. 45 pesos yata ang ano dito eh. Not yata. 45 pesos ang bayad. Ayan. So, ito na yung NAIA Terminal 3. Okay. Ganda na dito, guys. We should be proud of our terminals, right? Well, okay. So, balik tayo dito. So, tuloy-tuloy lang to. Dadaan tayo sa Villamor Air Base pag kaliwa mo dito sa curve na to. Right? So, ito yung mga hotels sa kabila, yung mga casinos. 3-lane highway siya. And the road surface is really so as you can see here, I'm slowing down. Then now I apply the gas pedal, not to accelerate. That's what you call power assisted. And then at this point, I accelerate, right? So that's where I accelerate. So that's what you call power assisted. Pero depende rin yun kung front wheel or rear wheel ka. Another topic yun. But generally, that's the driving technique. Again, guys, remember, get the help of a driving instructor. Okay? So ito pinag-uusapan lang natin because we want to have something to talk about while navigating our roads. Okay? So the title of the channel is Road Scouts. So we're scouting the roads while talking some, you know, some topics. Okay. So I'm almost at the edge. So Skyway na yan sa dulo. Okay, ito yung corner na sinasabi ko. So slow. I'm going to start to slow down, apply a little bit of gas pedal, then accelerate. Same thing. Slow down, gas pedal a little bit, power assisted, then accelerate. Okay? So as you get into the middle of the corner, that's the time you accelerate out. Okay? You call that accelerating out of a curve. Skyway na to. So ganda rin, di ba? So ito na yung dire-diretso na nagtahan. If you haven't watched my episode regarding the Skyway, so we had the leisurely drive, check it out. And we're almost at the end of our journey here for this video. Wait for the end of the video. I'm going to put out the documents regarding the tips that we talked about uh, in this episode. And thank you so much for watching. If you haven't clicked the subscribe button or the notification bell yet, please do. So you will always get notified when a new episode comes out. Okay? So thank you everyone. And wait for the end of the video. I will put up the tips there as part of our documentation. Okay, so have a good evening and see you again in our next episode.